This is my new camera bag that was very kindly sent to me by the sponsor of today's video, k&fconcept. And in this bag, I can fit my entire Micro Four Thirds kit that I use for work. So, let's have a look inside. Okay, this is how I've configured the dividers. Now let's have a look to see how it all fits together. We have camera body, a bunch of filters, a microphone kit, an LED light panel, a wide lens, a macro lens, a portrait lens, cables and mouse for my laptop, some step-up rings, tripod plates, cleaning cloths and a hex key, a second camera body, and my card reader to get everything from camera to laptop. All right, so let's go through this bag in a little bit more depth so I can show you my complete setup for work and for most daily use. I do have other cameras and other things that can come and go, but this is kind of the staple for my everyday. So let's start with camera number one, which is the one I'm filming on right now, which is the GH5. And on the GH5 is the 12-60 Lumix Leica f2.8-4. Very versatile lens and good for most situations as long as there is plenty of light. Next camera body is the G9, and on the G9 we have the SLR Magic 25mm T0.95. This is my go-to video lens for pretty much everything, and one of my main lenses I use for like the talking head stuff when I'm doing like the interviews and all that kind of stuff. That's what this is. It's a great lens. Yeah, it fringes a little bit, but as long as you don't have it like direct light pouring in there, it's got a really nice look. Got the Olympus 60mm f2.8 macro. This is used almost entirely as a B-roll lens, just to get like detail shots and stuff like that. Very cool lens, and it's very, very small, very easy to carry. Talking of small and easy to carry, the next lens, which is my second talking head lens, if the rooms are a little bit larger and we can get the space, 45mm f1.8 does an absolutely fantastic job. And again, super tiny. It's awesome. So my last lens is the Lumix Leica 9mm f1.7, and this mostly gets used for capturing the environment, especially small places or you know, interiors and such as that. And that 1.7 aperture comes in really handy for that as well, to be able to keep that ISO down. All right, so with the lenses out of the way, let's talk filters, because for video, you're gonna need filters if you're shooting in harsh light and you wanna keep that 180-degree shutter rule. So my first and main filter is the variable ND. This is an ND2 to ND400, which is a 1:9 stop filter, I believe. Covers me for everything, absolutely spot on, and obviously quite compact. Keeps things nice and simple, nice and neat. If you want to get a bit fancy, make things look a little bit more quote-unquote cinematic, you can use a diffusion filter, which is what this is. This is a black diffusion filter, 1/4 strength. And yeah, this is a very nice filter. Again, does the job. Very compact, no problem. I do have other filters in here, but these aren't my everyday filters. These are actually special effects filters that I'm yet to try out, but they fit that gap very, very nicely. So that's why they're in there. I'll talk about these in another video. Also in there is a microfiber cleaning cloth. I have a few of these kicking around. Right, okay, so next bit, LED light panel. This is literally just a fill light for the most part. A lot of what I do, you rely on the lights in the room, but when the lights in the room need a little bit of help, these little panels are absolutely fantastic. They're fairly strong, and obviously they do the fun colors. It's what I normally use for my backgrounds to make it look as obnoxious as possible. But yeah, this is a RGB and bicolor light with some special effects stuff and all that kind of business. But yeah, very cool light. Next up is my microphone kit. I've talked about this in a recent video. 4 transmitters, 1 receiver, does the job fantastically. I'm using it right now. It's a great thing, and it fits nicely in that slot. So that's my go-to. On this side, we normally have my cables for my laptop, and my mouse goes in here, and of course my card reader, which is also nice and compact. This is also a memory card storage thing as well, so that's really cool. And yeah, so that's pretty much it for the main compartment. But one of the things I really like about this bag is most camera bags I've got, they always have this top cube. And while I can see the benefit of that, it just ends up being a mess for me. Every single time I fill it full of all kinds of stuff, and pretty much anything that will fit in there just in case. And it's just like, what are you doing? This allows me to keep things somewhat organized. I take everything I need, I know where everything is, and it's just a good design. I think this is probably the type of camera bag I should have been looking for all along in terms of, you know, keeping things simple, because that top cube thing, yeah, I just fill it full of crap all the time. Okay, so in this flap in the bottom of the door compartment, if you want to call it that, I have a bunch of different step-up rings for all of my different lenses. I always buy 77mm filters. That takes every one of my lenses to 77mm, no problem. Also in there is a spare tripod plate, a little bit of a hex key, and some more cleaning cloths. Finally, on the inside, we've got this top pocket here, which is where my battery power bank lives, USB charger for these cameras. As I mentioned recently in the video about the G9, both the GH5 and the G9 use the same battery, so one USB charger, power bank, a few spare batteries, plus the cable to go along with it. All of my power is contained in that little pouch, and everything's good. Now on the sides of the bag, we will have one like pouch on each side. One looks like it's designed for a tripod because it has the additional strap to keep things safe. The other side, I'm guessing, is for like a water bottle or something like that. Both are pretty much the same size, reasonable enough. And yeah, it's fine. I don't actually use the tripod thing on the side because my tripods have their own little carry bags. I just find it easier. It's less cumbersome. And because this bag is very angular, it's just easier like this. I found this very easy to carry as well, because that weight, because there's no cube, is evenly distributed across this thing. It's nice to carry, it's comfy, it's good. Around the back we have the little pouch at the bottom here, which is containing the rain cover. So no need to worry about having this camera bag out in the spots of rain. You'll be absolutely fine with that. The back section is very nicely padded, and also on this back section is this strap here, which is a luggage strap, enough when you're traveling, slide it on your wheelie suitcase kind of thing. That's good stuff. And then finally, I was surprised at this because when I saw, this is only a 22-litre bag, and when I saw the size of the thing, I was like, my laptop's not going in there. That's a bummer. And it fits perfectly. So this bag at the back, my laptop, you know, just bear with me a second. So my laptop, not massive, but big enough, 15.6 inch, and it fits in there nice and snug. And this is basically what I've been doing for work. This has been me, and that covers me for most of the things that I wanted to do. All right, so that's it. That is my entire Micro Four Thirds setup for every day, so for work and stuff, and it all fits nicely in this bag, which is nicely teal. It's listed as blue, but I mean, I know people see colours differently, but I'm calling that teal, mostly. Thank you very much to k&fconcept for sending this bag out to me and sponsoring this video, and thank you very much to you for watching. If you've got any questions about my gear, my setup, and that kind of thing, drop them in the comments below. My new zine is out on my website if you're interested in that as well. There is a link in the description below, and my free preset pack is also linked down there, because it's still free. It's going to be free forever. So thank you very much. I'll see you in the next one.